Well, hello and welcome to day 15.2. I decided to split this day into two parts. Top 12 reasons on why to quit drinking, and I listed mine in the previous episode. And also 12 hacks, day-to-day habits, some strategies on how to make it more enjoyable and not as difficult. Mind you, this video is not for people with serious medical problem. For those, please reach out to psychiatrists, narcologists, rehabs, interventions. This video is for so-called gray area drinkers, such as myself, that drink more or less casually and habitually and notice that it would benefit them not to drink that much or not to drink at all. And for those of you, that's my story today. So 12 little things that help me to stay sober. Number one, on my phone, I have a tracker. I have Russian version that's called Не пью. And this tracker calculates my days that I stay sober. Every day shows me my streak, which is in itself quite inspiring when you see one day and then 1 week, 1 month, hopefully 1 year of staying sober. You have a sense of accumulating residual value of this, and I think it works wonders. It also does calculate how much money you saved up so far and how much pure alcohol you avoided as of the moment. Gives you lots of insights, suggestions, medical advice, of course, general nature, and it helps a lot. Every day I check with this app, which cost me one-time payment $2 on how am I doing, and it keeps me going. Number two, I track my expenses like a pro. I'm a financial advisor by trade, and just a habit to track everything we spend. I know to a cent how much money we spend on groceries, on gas, etc. And I know exactly how much money we are saving by not buying wine, sparkling wine, beer, cider, all those things. And that's about $400 a month. What I do, I redirect this savings into lifestyle luxury spending and education and wellness. Something like a spa or French classes with personal tutor or expensive cream or something for my hair. And I like to track the specifics of it, that yes, that was $400 on a monthly basis. Now this very money goes to my health and wellness fund. If you don't have proclivity to spend money on luxuries like I do, you can invest. You can invest and put this money away. And of course, it would be nice to see your bank account grow every month. So $400, $800, $1,200. I think it's inspiring. But you also can go a step further and invest on a regular basis. And if you are a conservative investor, I'm sure you can do a step up in risk tolerance to something balanced. If you're a balanced investor, maybe you can go to higher risk because you would have spent this money anyway. So investing. In Canada, we have tax-free saving accounts. Everything you make in those accounts is tax-free. So what I would suggest if I were practicing financial planning still, I would say put $200 every 2 weeks into something gold, natural resources, who knows, maybe even cryptocurrency, and watch your money multiply. And if you lose everything, well, you would have lost it anyway. Number three, I think I used to drink almost every day because I was bored. And I'm sure I'm not the only person like that. People drink because they need more confidence. People drink because they need more excitement. And some people are just so bored, they need some action happening. So what I created a self-care customized cards. I took a deck of cards, and the one I used is botanical flowers, and typed on my antique typewriter different self-care activities. And it was actually exciting just to sit and list all self-care activities, such as moisturizing your skin, or go to sauna and then have a cold shower and then sauna again and cold shower and do this thermal therapy, or yoga class in the park, or call your old friend and chat for an hour. So I listed all those activities, about 30, and very carefully, very lovingly, I typed them over the cards. And when I feel that, I kind of bored, I just take the card out of the deck and I read it. And for example, listen to an inspirational podcast or personal growth book. All right, another one. Go hiking to a scenic park. Take your favorite crystal and charge it with the forest energy, something like this. And number 3, recharge your crystals with the moon. It's actually not that interesting. Oh, another one. Review your finances, x-ray your monthly expenses. For many of you, this would not be a self-care activity as doing your budget. I love doing my budget. Anytime I feel like I'm spending money or want to do something bad, reviewing my monthly budget really helps. It kind of grounds me and makes this, what I was just thinking a minute ago, not as enjoyable. So take a look at your saving rate, take a look at your finances. Maybe that in its own will steer you clear from bad habits. So I have 30 of them, and each time I feel like I need a bit of an excitement, I pick a random card. I never know what it is, and do this particular activity. If I can't do it, something like play tennis with your partner. We play tennis with Steven right on the street. I just take another card and do another thing. So self-care cards. Number 4. This is not my idea. This is the idea I heard from another blogger, Maxim Zlobin, Russian guy, super helpful. And he said, ask yourself why. This is a rule of 5 whys. For example, you want to have a drink. You want to go to the liquor store and buy a bottle of nice sparkling chili, Cremant or champagne. Why? Well, because it's the end of the week. Why should it be celebrated like this? Did you have a lot of stress? Did you have a lot of wins? No, it's just a habit. Why do you want to continue your habit? And here you kind of get an answer. You don't even get to 5 whys. Usually you get to 3, and you unfold the real reason behind the reason, the real core of the problem. And I do it all the time. I want to have a glass of wine because we are watching our favorite show. Why? Why can't I pour a nice sparkling water with lime and mint and do the same thing because I'm already enjoying my favorite show? I can enjoy the drink not being an alcoholic drink. All right, number 5, rituals. You can create a new ritual that would replace the ritual of wine drinking or beer drinking or vodka drinking, whatever is your habit. And I find that tea culture as such is the best ritual you can come up with. Rituals in general are great things. Evening rituals, morning rituals, picnic rituals, getting together with friends rituals. Rituals are fantastic, but specifically to replace alcohol habit, Tea is the best, in my opinion. Why? Because with teas, you have a lot of aesthetics that wine has. I really miss these aesthetics, especially at the table when you have great dishes and plates and some tablecloth and everything. Just bottle wine has to be there. So what I do actually, I replace bottle of wine with bottle of kombucha or beautiful bottle where I mix Pellegrino with mint and lime, or it could be just apple cider vinegar mixed, of course, with water. By the way, apple cider vinegar is amazing. Hack. I take one little spoon, even less than teaspoon, for a glass of water and just drink it, because I had this habit of habitual drinking of something when I'm watching a show, when I'm browsing internet, which I should not be doing. And apple cider vinegar has this a little bit of taste of a bad wine or cheap wine, and bit by bit you get used to it. Just drink some things. It's fizzy. It has that sour taste. And oh my God, it's so good for your digestion system. You just lose weight, have less appetite. You don't snack. You just have this apple cider vinegar. For me, it works wonders. So tea culture. Tea gives you the aesthetics of the tea, because it could be different way to make the tea. It could be different teas. It could be different cups. And when your friends come over, it is always a ceremony with tea. You can have that flower tea that is in that beautiful kettle that you put on top of the candlelight, that tea light underneath. It could be some antique porcelain cups, and it could be some history behind it. You can chat about your china, about your teapot, about your mug, and it ties in a conversation beautifully around the tea ceremony and takes your mind off the habitual wine drinking that we usually do with our friends. Number 6, journaling. Journaling is fantastic just on its own. I have my little journal always handy, and I put notes, ideas, something in my journal all the time. But if I approach to those dangerous times, it's usually between 5 and 7 o'clock in the afternoon, especially if it's Thursday, Friday. Oh my God. Not even Saturday too, but Friday, 5 o'clock, you shoot me, I need to have my glass of wine. So I take my journal and I do my 5 whys. Why? What are the benefits? Oh my God, I'm saving money. I'm getting slimmer. Each month I stay sober. I look better. I sound better. I think better. The life is so much better. Why? And usually in 5 minutes of journaling, this urge just disappears. Number 7, meditation. I used to think that meditation is something for very sophisticated, advanced, enlightened people, and simpletons like me will never succeed in it. I don't think I am there where I should be with meditation by now, but it's actually the key reason to the meditation is to try. You try to abstragate from your problems, this noise, this buzz, whatever it is. You just try to rest and leave those things aside and kind of learn to observe them from outside. And somehow it flexes this muscle in your frontal cortex that will help you to do lots of good things in day-to-day life, such as handle your problems so much easier, handle your emotions much easier, because this muscle that you practice during meditation is kicking in and allows you to be composed, to be balanced, to look at things in much calmer and balanced way. I never knew meditation would be such a great help to me in overcoming some personal relationship problems I was going through with my family, with my mom passing, with my son having lots of troubles, with me estranging from my sister. It was a lot. But meditation taught me to look at this, acknowledge it, and keep breathing and deal with the pain. And with alcohol, if you're having those urges that I'm kind of bored, I want to have a glass of wine, go into meditation. My favorite one is Boho Beautiful. Her channel is absolutely superb. Yoga classes and meditation, her voice, the pitch, the pace, music, just fantastic. And when people tell me that, oh, I don't have 15 minutes for the meditation, I'm going to tell them, you don't have 15 minutes for meditation, you need an hour, because your life seriously lacking balance and focus if you don't have time for meditation. All right, number 8, following role models on YouTube, on Instagram, just looking at those people that quit drinking. I know too Drew Barrymore and Anne Hathaway, this beautiful, beautiful lady that, they proclaim publicly that they quit alcohol, and I guess following them can help to feel being part of something big. That doesn't work with me 100%. I actually like following people like Anastasia Volochkova or some other famous actresses that actually went the wrong way, and you see what's happening to their careers, to their looks, to their to them as people, and it's not nice, it's not good, especially with Anastasia. I follow her career, she's about my age. And I follow her since she was young, articulate, beautiful, talented, rich, you name it. And then over the years, alcohol just takes so much away. And I know she's a wonderful person and she's not drinking because she's bored, for sure not, but probably to mask a lot of pain that she's gone through, emotional pain. But oh boy, it tells me that, you have to deal with your emotional pain any way possible, but not with the booze. And surround yourself with people that are sober. I reach out to people at my gym, at my French classes. Hey, you don't drink. Wow, that's amazing. I want to be your friend. Let's go for coffee. Sometimes people don't want to go for coffee with me. They have other things to do. But oftentimes I reach out to others and slowly but surely forming a brand new circle of acquaintances and friends that support this healthy habit. Number 9, parties, dance clubs, nights out with girls, lots of places where alcohol is almost a must. And what I do when I don't want to drink at those events, I get prepared. I know there will be a temptation, and I know I used to drink bubbly with my girlfriends, and sometimes, once a year when I get together with my classmates in South France, I'm gonna have a bottle of champagne with them. Kill me, but I will. But on a regular basis, if you have to go to networking events and if you have to be out there, you can have a little bottle with very concentrated ginger juice or turmeric, ginger, lime, lemon kind of mixture. It's called elixir, and keep it in your purse. Pay for a glass of sparkling water and just pour some of this elixir into your glass. You will be consuming very healthy drink. I think it also helps good breath because you will smell like lime and ginger, which is nice. But it gives you that fizzy and spicy, very stimulating feel, and you wouldn't feel like you're by yourself or everybody's drinking and I'm not. You would have your glass, you would cheer with people, and really, that's what it's all about. All these events are not about drinking per se. All these events are about connecting, about laughing. And if you are around people that are boring and not funny, maybe you should ask yourself a question: should I be at these events? If it's a job, that's a different question. But if it's fun, maybe you should look for different people. And please don't bring your own water. Of course, the bar has to make money, so I go to the barwoman, and ask them for the glass of sparkling water, and it's usually 1,000% markup. So I pay my $10 for the little bottle of water and mix it. And if anybody asks, "Oh, what are you pouring?" I just say, "Oh, it's my medicine. I just have to add that." Never, 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 never I heard anything past that point. All right. Okay, number 10. Some people drink because they are bored. Some people drink because they need to de-stress. Some people drink for confidence. Alcohol has a lot to offer. Let's acknowledge that. Because when in the previous episode you would hear alcohol is this, is that, and it's so bad. It is bad. It is expensive. It does nothing good to us. But still, why are we drinking? We are drinking because it makes us more confident. It brings more joy. It raises the dopamine very quickly. It raises spirit very, very quickly. That's why it's called spirits, right? And for those situations that are stress related, I would ask myself, can I eliminate some of this stress? And sometimes you can't. I've been there and done that when I had to work and travel for work for an hour in a congested traffic on the highway and then back. Sometimes it's an hour and a half, and you just spend so much time in the car. You come home and you think, gosh, never again. And if it's work and you can't work closer to home and you can't work at home, then you have to deal with this somehow. But sometimes we can make some changes. And oftentimes I want to go downtown Toronto to check some store, to do something. And then I think, do I really want to go through this traffic so that when I come back home, I'll be stressed. I'll probably would want to have a bottle of wine. And my answer is no, not really. So addressing the stress that precedes to that alcohol urge is also the way to eliminate the core issue. Number 11. In the previous episode, I think number 1 or 2 of this whole course, I introduced you to my day tracking, time tracking system. Essentially, this is a very expanded day timer where you track your time by the hours. And when you analyze your perfect day and you analyze how your day unfolds, trace those dangerous times. For me, it was from 5 to 7. It sounds so obvious, but in reality, sometimes it's not that obvious. So when you track where you go, track what you do, and you can spot those triggers, it could be location, it could be stress-related activity, or it could be just a time. For many, many years, at least 15 years, 5 o'clock was the happy hour. And I want to say it was just Thursdays and Fridays, but sometimes it was every day of the week when my colleagues and I would go to the local bar or bar next door and have a drink, because I worked for the bank, for insurance companies. It's always stress. Markets go up, markets go down, things happen, your boss is angry, and then you're afraid that you're gonna lose a client, you're afraid to lose your job. It's always something. And I definitely kind of wrote this track in my brain that 5 o'clock is that happy time, a happy hour. And from 5 to 7, I have the feeling that I need my fuel. I recognize those dangerous times and just plan something I commit to in those times. Sometimes I meditate at 5 o'clock. Sometimes it's my planned cleaning time. It could be yoga class. I now do French as a second language, so that's perfect because that is from 6 to 9, and I have to get ready with my homework, so that makes it to be from 5 to 9. The bottom line is look at your calendar, not just the day, but hour by hour by hour, and dig down to these dangerous times. I'm sure there is a pattern, and then just redo the pattern with other useful activities and to help you to stay away from those dangerous times. All right, 12. Last piece is more general. Get new hobbies. I like hobbies now at this stage of my life when Stephen and I are retiring, and we're still looking for other gigs and different activities, but we are no longer in our main careers. And I found out that I like to do things with my hands. I like sewing, I like drawing, I like making home, I like putting beautiful labels on everything I can find, and find these particular hobbies to be very therapeutic. Something happens to my brain that it gets engaged and it gets happy and doesn't need a drink to be happy. Another thing I've noticed that when I'm doing a course or I'm studying something in a systematized manner, let's say I have a class every day, I have to be at this class, I have to do my homework, I'm focused on this and my brain is busy, I'm entertained, I'm entertaining my brain, and I don't want this bloody drink. All right, so that was it. Thank you for watching, and wishing you beautiful, sober life. Bye for now.